Allow me to tell you a story of how I coached one of my leadership seminar students. Okay, so this lady came into one of my leadership seminars, and she told the whole classroom her story. Okay, and then her frustration, and then how she's been crying because she's frustrated. Basically, she's been a social worker for the longest time, and she got promoted into managing a nursing home for retired old folks. And she finds it overwhelming, and she tries as hard as she possibly could, but apparently she's not hacking it. And she's frustrated. She was thinking maybe she should quit the leadership position, and she's been crying, and she thinks she has a time management problem. Turns out, okay, when the nurses are standing around and not doing their jobs, she would just jump in there and do the nurses' jobs. When the cook doesn't show up, she would just jump in the kitchen, and then that's the cooking. If the shuttle van driver doesn't show up, she would just drive the shuttle van and then drive people around. Okay? Ever since she came to power, no employee has been put into her office for any kind of a conversation, okay? Be it good job or room for improvement, or anything like that. And when the government come for some inspections and then find faults and then write them a ticket as a penalty, she would just use the profit from the business to pay for that penalty, and that's the end of that. Okay, no employee has been coached or disciplined or praised or anything since she came to power 6 months ago. And she thinks she has a time management problem because she's working so hard, trying to do everything, yet she's not succeeding. She's failing. Okay, so having learned all of this, okay, I figured out what her issue is, and I also figured out how to help her to improve, how to address her issue. Okay, and this is what I told her. This is a summary of what I told her. Okay, it took me like an hour, but 2 minutes there, 5 minutes there, add up like an hour. But I'm going to give you a very condensed version. By the way, when I learned all of this, okay, I had a Freudian slip of a tongue, and I called her Mother Teresa. Oops. And she cracked up laughing, and she told the whole class, actually, that is her nickname at work. And that is also her nickname back at home and in the community that she came from. Okay. And then she said, oh, people are busy. And then she also said, when her grandchild was born, she wanted to spoil the baby, but her son-in-law wouldn't allow her. Okay. Good information for me. Okay. So once I figured out what's holding her back, how to help her, okay, clearly this is a lady who is trying as hard as I can to do a good job at being the leader for the first time. Okay. Yet she lacks a couple of crucial information, okay, that I need to address in a way that it's uplifting, it's pushing her uphill, that she won't feel insulting or insulted or I'm putting her down. So what I said to her, okay, I started with, Mother Teresa, you are now being paid with a different kind of salary to do a different kind of job. Notice I use the phrase different kind of salary to do a different kind of job. Why did I do that? Because this lady is packed full of guilt. Because obviously, okay, in her good old-fashioned work ethic and her old thinking, old understanding, old belief, okay, obviously she believes work means doing the actual manual labor, the actual work, the actual nursing, the actual cooking, and the actual driving the shuttle van. And she's packed full of guilt because she's now getting paid with a higher salary. So she believes, okay, because I'm getting paid with a higher salary, I must contribute more. That's only fair, right? Well, that thinking is correct, okay? Work ethic, that's good. Getting paid more, we must contribute more. That's also good thinking, okay? But she is confusing getting paid with a higher salary, I must do more manual labor. That is wrong thinking, okay? She needs to do work that's more important, of higher quality, higher return per hour, which is organizing, planning, okay? Team building, holding people accountable, grooming good employees, okay? And disciplining bad employees. Those things, those are the responsibility of a leader. She's not doing any of them, okay? So I started with, you are being paid with a different kind of salary to do a different kind of job. That, I got her attention, okay? Imagine if I started with, you're now being paid with a higher salary to do a more important job. That would have been the wrong way trying to deliver the same message, because that would have triggered her guilt, okay? Her guilt of being put on a pedestal with a higher salary. She cannot handle it coming from her good old-fashioned work ethic, okay? So I got her attention with the notion of a different kind of salary, with a different kind of job. And I went on to say, in your new position, okay, you are no longer the expert doing the job of the expert. You are now the organizer of other experts. Without you doing the actual organizing, the experts working under you, under your leadership, they cannot do their jobs. Okay. Notice I was using where her emotion was going, which is work ethic, okay, earn your honest day of living, and contribute. I was going with that emotional direction of where her feeling is going, okay, and I just accelerated and pushed it up to the next level, okay. Notice I said, you are no longer the expert. That implies she was the expert, okay, and I said, you are now the organizer of other experts. And then I said, without you doing the organizing, other people, the other experts, they cannot do their jobs. You see, that works on her because her sense of duty, responsibility, okay, that is something that we shouldn't attack, okay. That's something that's good and it's been working for her, and it's something we need to keep and push even more, all right? So I said to her, without your organizing, other people cannot do their jobs. So I put her sense of duty into good use to accelerate her to get a feeling of the responsibility of the leader. So I just replaced the content, okay, of work from doing the actual manual labor to doing the planning, the organizing, okay? And it went on for a bit further, but at the end, she got it. She got it, okay? And then when she got it, I said to her, I said, Mother Teresa, you don't have a time management problem. You came here thinking what's holding you back is you don't know how to multitask. The truth is, you know how to multitask. You know how to manage time. You are actually a time management expert. You are a multitasking expert. You should be teaching a seminar on how to multitask. That is not your problem. Okay? Your problem is you're not doing your new job as the leader of the pack, as the planner, the strategic planner, the organizer, the leader of the team. That's when she realized, oh, and then she felt so good, okay, because her burden has been lifted. What's in her blind spot was holding her back, but there's no way that she could have discovered it herself, okay? She came to the seminar to learn what she does not know. She came with a clear purpose. Okay, here's my problem. I'm here to tell the seminar leader all of my pain and my suffering, and then I am sure the seminar here is going to provide me with diagnosis and solutions, diagnosis and prescriptions. Okay, here's my description of my problem, and I am honestly, open-mindedly here seeking someone to help me. Okay, so that was how you effectively get someone to change their thinking 180 degrees. Okay, you utilize whatever is good, whatever they're thinking, part of their thinking that's good, that's helpful. Okay, you utilize that, and then you change and swap out whatever content that's no longer helpful. A lot of this is people have beliefs or habits, okay, that was a good thinking, good belief, good understanding from a previous environment, but that is no longer helpful, no longer good for this new environment. In the case of Mother Teresa, it was the duty to doing actual manual labor. That was good thinking when she was an individual contributor. But now she's been promoted into a leadership position because she was an excellent overachiever individual contributor. Okay, she's now been promoted into leadership position, and that focusing on actual manual labor, that is no longer a good habit. It's no longer a good understanding, good thinking. She needs to upgrade that thinking from I need to do the manual labor with my own bare hands to I need to do something of higher value. I need to focus my time, my energy, my attention on work that's of higher return. Lead the pack, lead the team, organize and plan. Okay, do all the strategic work, help employees to grow, help them to hold them accountable, and promote the good apples and get rid of the bad apples. Those are the job of a leader. That because of her good old valued thinking, she didn't realize that's her new content of her new job. Okay, so helping her to replace her thinking helped her to replace her feeling, and helped her to replace her action, because her old feeling was guilt about not doing the manual labor. Now her feeling is there's no longer guilt about not doing the manual labor, but there's guilt about not doing the planning, the leading. And she is at ease with not actually doing the manual labor, because if she doesn't do the planning, other people cannot do their actual work, be it nursing or driving the van or cooking for the residences. So that was a success story of helping someone to change their thinking, therefore their feeling, therefore their behavior. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So this way, when I release new educational videos, you will be notified and you will be the first to learn. And also, make sure you send this video to as many people as possible so we can all learn and grow together and help each other to grow together. We're in this together. And if you need private coaching, business consulting, or training, feel free to contact me. And my contact details are linked below.